Have you started the podcast yet? Because, oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's just gone up.
Yeah, it went up now. Just as I finished asking. Or half asking. Oh, sorry.
So I happened to catch a video about how DSP still has some of his ex-girlfriend's stuff.
Oh?
What? DSP? For God's sake, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
No, we weren't.
No,
Oh,
we weren't.
what are you talking about, Doug? The only thing we're rooting for is him just not being able to do anything.
I'm rooting for him getting a normal job.
We'll never get enough. Who would hire Darkside Phil?
See, that's kind of the problem, isn't it? When you go after somebody who's online famous, or I suppose in this case infamous, and you try and like undermine their ability to earn a living, what you've basically done is made them completely unable to earn any kind of living at all. Because who the fuck is going to hire Darkside Phil?
Yeah.
Well, Machinima. Or someone like Machinima.
Who in a normal business environment is going to hire someone like Darkside Phil? I mean, he could like apply for a not a public service, a customer service job, and like nobody would ever give it to him.
Well, yeah, because you might start masturbating during the middle of putting someone's food through the checkout.
He could
Well,
just try
I was
and...
thinking more like he'd just yell at people a lot and complain about them.
He could just try and use the whole, oh, it's a character act! And then their boss is just going, look, I have up through 469 of your videos. That's a character act. Yeah.
Okay, we are ready. Welcome everyone to the disease stream, because everyone on the stream is sick right now.
I'm the most well, so
Yes.
Okay, so like the game wants me to do some kind of online siege quest thing.
You don't have to do an online siege. It just tells you that you can do that. They're optional, I think.
Yeah, where do I go for that?
I think it's back at the fort at Newman.
Alright.
There's a mission there, I think. It's
bless you again.
it just wants to tell you that you can do that. Although it doesn't look like you have it there.
Yeah, hang on. Open quests.
Oh, ow, ow, ow.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can actually just go to Kirafango.
You might.
Oh yeah, it looks like I can.
Woo!
That saves time. I swear to God I was not sneezing this bad until I started the stream.
That's probably what the constant talking is doing to you.
It knows. Streaming, are you? Huh.
Now on my watch, you should be having rest and plenty of fluids.
You
When
should
all
be
the
sleeping.
dark spirit that haunts my streams, leave me alone.
No!
You can curse. You annoyed a vindictive wizard. This is the price you have to pay.
I'm gonna quickly do something.
in a like they can't call it a hydrating lotion, but it's basically just like a sunscreen with hydration in it. And I bought it because it's winter time and I don't need SPF fucking 50 anymore.
Fair.
And I'm not impressed by the way they're like, it's got hyaluronic acid and antioxidant. Just not antioxidants. Antioxidant. Like, they only can afford one.
You can only afford
Dropping
one
a
of these
single
things.
blueberry into the bottle.
But yeah, hyaluronic acid's meant to be good. And it's getting colder and drier, so... Seemed like a good idea. I see my child.
It's these goddamn Labrador instincts that Velvetor drilled into me. I'm just like, oh, I'm playing a game, I should sneeze. So that he'll know what I'm playing.
Of course she knows. Ugh.
It's a bloody nightmare trying to get him to stop pointing at things. Because she also drilled in some pointer instincts into him too. Because she's a cross. And heaven forfend we go anywhere near water.
Does she just jump in?
Oh, they're sea hounds really, aren't they?
No.
Yeah. Okay, how do you... Oh, there he is. I'd love to defeat Skoon Blood Mad, but I have barely any health, so this might be...
It should be like good to kill me at some point.
I think we need to make a party out of this encounter.
He's gotten killed twice now.
Well, that ended quickly.
What?
I died basically immediately.
Oh no. I have to catch up the stream. I'm making food. I hope to God I can keep it down. What did you die to? Or who?
Nazu.
Ah! Okay.
I think... Okay, Nazu's still weaker, so I'll go after him first.
Kirith Uncle, that's the place that's really boring. It's the second place, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This world is ours for the taking. It's ours to set
already had some.
Had somewhat.
I only had 3. I've been cutting out bits of paper for my quilt.
Oh.
As I'm doing it using the English paper piecing method. Or as an English person, what I would call paper piecing. Or really just making a quilt. Years I lived my life without realising there was any other way to do it. Well, that's how you make patchwork, isn't it? Bits of paper. Apparently not. Apparently there's more to it than that. Like, you can do other things. You can, like, use a sewing machine and stuff. I like you, Skun. You might kind of orc.
You know, it surprises me that the Danganronpa games have yet to have an Ainu character in them, because that would surely be perfect. One of whom is literally a bear. Which, I mean, actually probably wouldn't create as much of a conflict of interests as it seems, because I don't think Ainu are of the opinion that their gods are automatically good. And also they hunt bears anyway.
Yeah, they just do it more respectfully than they do other things.
Yeah.
Like, they have sensors and they're just like, P.A.S. you dominate, Donna A.S. Requiem. And then they shoot the really confused bear.
Excellent, he's broken.
I'll just break you. Did you know that Dolph Lundgren and Grace Jones dated for a while?
Who's Grace Jones?
Only Grace Jones? She's a musician.
See, I only know who Dolph Lundgren is because he was in Rocky 4.
I know him because he's Danish.
Rocky 4 said he was Russian.
Because I genuinely thought he was Swedish.
At least I think he's Danish.
Oh, even you're not sure. I'll look him up in a second.
Are you saying Rocky
no,
4 lied to me? And like,
he was acting.
the Cold War wasn't fixed by a boxing match between a guy who constantly sounds like he's suffering from a brain hemorrhaging process?
What?
Well,
he is
a
Swedish.
boxer.
I'm talking about
I knew
Sylvester Stallone as for brain hemorrhaging process guy. Dolph Lundgren sounds fine.
No, I meant like Rocky. Rocky makes sense to sound like that because he's a boxer. I don't know what Sly Stallone's excuse is.
Yeah. Okay, Stakuga the Friendly.
Anyway, my point is that that's like the most aesthetically pleasing couple ever, right? Both so tall, both so svelte. The contrast, so beautiful. The world needs to know this. The world needs to see it.
Okay, go near that flaming thing, dude.
Everything is on fire. Ooh.
Okay, I'll just stealth dominate. Sorry, brutalize rather. Oh, hey, he is quite pally. Is quite friendly, rather.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Why not? Why can't we be friends?
I like him. He's got a friendly face.
I have one. I can't remember his name right now, but he's a complete idiot. He has the titles. He has the title of the gambler, and he's really, really bad at it. And he just keeps complaining that I didn't give him a chance because I've beaten him into the floor every single time I've met him.
Stop tackling me to the ground. Who the fuck just shot me with like 16 arrows that all forced me back like they were fired from a Kamen Rider's bow?
That's him. They have teeny tiny mini crossbows, and they dual wield them.
That's pretty bamf, to be fair.
Okay, let's recruit. It's the Cougar. He's too powerful to recruit. Shame.
Shame, 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 shame.
He's over here, son. Huh? No, he's still in the area. He's terrified of stealth, so if he can hide somehow.
What do you mean, terrified of stealth? How does that even work? Is he scared of you even though he doesn't know you're there? Or is it just like when you're like the whole Metal Gear Solid ring noise? He's just like, no! Because that's not being scared of stealth, that's being scared of jump scares.
He can't. There are some captains that get dazed for witnessing others getting stealthed.
No, it's funny what that means.
It might be. That might also mean he's vigilant against it.
Well, he didn't notice me when I was sneaking up on him.
So he's not vigilant.
You know, I'm scared of moths, and I do try and keep an eye out for them just so I can avoid them.
Aww.
Don't like butterflies either.
What did they do to you?
It's the way they move, I don't like it. See, the thing is, It's more difficult for like to be obvious that I don't like butterflies because butterflies don't come into your house.
Okay, there's a monument I want to take down over here.
Okay, I'm terribly sorry. What's lies, Mr. Eggers?
Maybe he is. Maybe he is just a lie. Or lies. Several of them. Maybe he's a bot.
Well, like somebody was trying to make a fake news bot and they just like got really lazy and just had them just
Yes.
say lies.
Yes. I believe that. Like I told you yesterday, one of our radio shows made a radio channels made a radio show that is fake news. Problem was that their news is a bit too close to reality, and it's like they take a bad situation and just make it a bit worse. It's like, how would you be able to tell that's fake?
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna do fake news, go all out on it, like The Onion. And every single
Yeah.
time that The Onion applied to reality, that's not their fault.
If you're going to do fake news, make it fun.
Yeah, it's gotta be funny, otherwise it's just sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be parody rather than just something which isn't true. I mean, the problem is that the line between parody and truth
Yeah.
grows increasingly thin of late, but
Yeah.
that's not parodists' fault.
We've had a series of on motorways, if that's what they're called in English, where some idiot is tossing stones down on the cars, and at least one person has died from it. And this radio show said to themselves, let's take that news and just make it worse, and said giant roadblock or whatever it's called, or giant line, because 10 cars have been hit by rocks.
Traffic
It's like,
jam.
yes, traffic jam. I can't talk today. Or think, but it's like, you don't do that. You don't. It's dumb.
Yeah,
You
don't just
silly- Sorry.
take news and then make it worse. That's
Of every maggot I slay. Never had a word for you.
You know, maybe it's supposed to be read as Isaac Eggers lies, as in we can't trust whatever he says, so we can just totally ignore him.
I'm sure Isaac Eggers is a lovely person.
Nah, no. He's already admitted he lies.
I think he's accusing somebody else of lying, but what are the lies? Is he
Well-
accusing Wikipedia of lying about Grace Jones? Is he accusing me of lying about my fear of moths? What?
No, he's just admitting to it.
Okay, recruit.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, let's get out of here. At least I'm not sneezing all the time anymore. With my
No, now you're just snuffling.
yeah. There isn't snuffling better than noisy Labrador sneezes.
As long as you don't squonk, yeah, I guess.
Okay, let's go check out our army and assign some people to do some shit. Okay, who should we send to spy on the war? Hang on. Is Takuka friendly? He's like really friendly. So if we
Yeah, but I might make him swap sides.
Oh no, I like all of you. I can't decide who to betray. Oh no.
I'm gonna note his name down. That might be a good name for my farming orc.
That's the cook. I thought the one who was too friendly. Oh. Stupid Norwegian. No, not Norwegian. European weather. Ah. No, I'm just left wondering why the heck I thought Dolph was Danish.
Is Dolph Lundgren a particularly Danish name?
Yeah,
that's probably why, man.
Has he been in Danish things?
I think so. I mean, he hasn't been in any movies for. I don't know what was it?
No, it's one of those situations where like people might mistake Pierce Brosnan as being English.
He's not?
No, he's Irish.
He is?
Isn't he?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he is.
I think he is.
He just generally uses an English accent for most of his roles. He was Remington Steele and James Bond. I mean, what are you supposed to do about that?
Stop doing that. Find. Oh.
Thank you, Talion. I know how much you love for combat roles.
He really likes doing that into walls. Is it got the same button as something else?
Yeah,
It
it's
does,
the same
you
button
just
as
have to-
climb.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
The difference is you have to hold it down. What Doug and I end up doing is we just keep pressing X.
Like contextual button presses.
Yes.
That's what you're expecting, but it isn't.
Yeah. I think
But
most
it's
of the time
created this kind of personality trait to him, though, that he likes combat rolling. And he wishes he was Sonic, who could combat roll up walls. That's what spin dashing is, basically. It's combat roll.
weaponized combat rolling.
Okay, the way he uses his sword to slide down things, he would just, like, burn the skin off the back of his hands every single fucking time.
Okay, who is the cougar facing? Oh shit. Thwack is a higher level than him.
He might still win.
He might.
I mean, I had a level, what was it, 18? Up against a level 26 and he won.
Yeah, there's only one level between them. Come on, stack!
Thwack appears to have brought friends though.
Yeah. That happened to me too. Mine still won. Mine was outnumbered, under-leveled, and he still won. He just needs to beat him.
I mean, I'm rooting for Stakuga, obviously, because he's our son, but I'm starting to worry a little bit about him.
He's not putting in a great
can't
showing
see.
here.
Takuga, put us together.
Can you train them?
Oh, actually, Stakuga is having like a late match turnaround here.
Yeah. I think he's gonna win. He is. But you don't need to worry about him. He's gonna win. Woo!
Maybe orcs are like Pokemon.
Well, they're stronger once they're captured.
Yeah.
Okay, let's recruit this captain. Hang on, do I actually have a bodyguard right now?
I haven't been saved by my bodyguard even once.
I'm not sure I do. Okay, I should make someone my bodyguard. There he is. Booth Flamemonger.
I love their flaming helmets. They're wonderful. They're so fucking extra.
Hope you like fire. Well, I'm sorry. What am I saying? I hope you don't.
Hey, Booth. Would you be opposed to marrying my son?
I think Booth would be a great son-in-law.
Well, we can kill that Caragor anyway.
Blow, you'll lose your
No!
I think orcs are even capable of, like, straight marriages.
It rhymes.
Bug? You look at that bug!
Oh god, he's a rhymer.
Oh shit. This is going well, Doug. But it's fine. Oh, he looks fine.
I'm so surprised that they just named him the rhymer.
Yeah. Okay, let's go get Pook the Rhymer and then
Oh.
I might see about finding an Philodin door.
Hmm.
That's the thing about monogendered races and things, is that there's like always a bit of a weird question of, if you don't sexually reproduce, would you even have all of the stuff that comes with sexual reproduction?
I think they have nipples.
I think they have dicks.
Yeah. I mean, I have seen
Are
at
they more
least...
socially than anything? because the concept of like romantic love is definitely like evolutionary byproduct of sexual reproduction.
Mm.
So would they even have that concept?
I think their love is a very, very volatile kind.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they really, really connected with violence, its worst kind. Because I've kind of lost track of how many orcs have just declared their love battalion, and some of them, when you beat them down, they just go, "Take some of my blood and hang it beside your heart, my love."
Now I'm sitting here wondering if Talion were a girl, would they still be saying these things to him?
Probably.
That orc's capable of telling the difference between men and women.
I think they're able to tell the difference, but they maybe just don't care.
Yeah. Like they can see there's a difference between the average man and the average woman, but they don't really understand why that's important or what it means.
I think the only part they care about, possibly, is that you can terrorize women in more ways than you can do with men. I think would be something they would be aware of.
See, this is the thing, like, they can't tell the difference between men and female elves that no one can, as Glenn has remarked. Like, part of the reason that we know why Legolas was so tall was that Tolkien really didn't like the idea of people thinking of, like, the elves as being effeminate. So he wrote that description of Legolas where he's like, oh yeah, he's like 6'7" and super buff. And also really, really, really good looking.
Aren't there like a whole bunch of elves with beards as well?
We encountered one elf with a beard, Sturdan. I don't know if we encounter any other bearded elves.
Back from the dead? You curse! Back to steal my immortal verse?
Like, elves are more like dandies and fops.
Isn't that what they've become?
No, because dandies are, that's like Byron and, Rob Rommel.
Hmm.
But, like, there was a distinct,
Who is exploding?
emphasis on... And then you exploded again. You really need to stop doing that. There was an emphasis on, like, physical beauty, but through, like, exercise and shit.
It might be your armor that's making them explode. I've read that it can do
I
that.
feel like we've had this conversation before.
We have.
We have.
Okay, let's recruit. Oh god, remember when that person on TV tropes was like, for Isildur enslaving, sorry, for Talion enslaving Isildur would be like enslaving Abraham Lincoln. No, it wouldn't. What the how many captains should I really get?
All of them.
They're constantly adding new ones.
All of them.
Hang on. I can only take 3 captains with me as like war chiefs. So
You can't win, Anakin. I have purchased the high ground paid DLC.
okay, I'm gonna get both Flamemonger, and then I'm gonna go after this fortress. Oh god.
Huh?
I was just going to talk about the Star Wars Battlefield 2 fiasco.
Yes, give us more.
Yeah, with they had controversy over their loot box system, so what they did was they're like, oh, we've changed it. And they reduced the prices of loot boxes by 75%, but they also reduced the awards in them by 75%. So you still had to spend exactly the same amount to purchase heroes.
It's impressive.
And then they removed the refund button.
Yeah, but from what I've read, they've done that. It wasn't there to begin with. It's none of their games has a refund button. You can still get refunds, but you have to go through their.
Thing is, most of their games, there's just a button you can get refunds on. So they saw the backlash and were like, okay, we're gonna make getting a refund difficult here.
Yeah.
Like, God.
It's really impressive how far they're going to be again being nominated as the worst company.
Yeah. Like, their reputation wasn't great to begin with, but like people kind of tolerated them because they had a bunch of good games. But at this rate, it wouldn't
whittling that away.
Yeah. And eventually they're going to kill BioWare.
Eventually they are going to kill BioWare.
Yeah, and I presume at that point BioWare might join up with Obsidian, since Obsidian's made up of former employees of theirs anyway.
Good
And
employees of theirs anyway.
Yeah. Obsidian's currently doing some really good, like, semi-indie games, so, I mean... There are worse groups to join up with. Or they might join up with Bethesda. Because, again...
No, we already won.
Maybe? I certainly wouldn't be against it. Bethesda does good work, even if their games often aren't really to my taste.
You know, a merge between those two might actually work, because Bethesda is good at open world games, but the character is typically lagging behind.
Yeah. I can only think of like a small handful of characters who really left an impression on me from Bethesda games, and that's like Nick Valentine, Brynjolf, damn you Brynjolf. I think like 2 or 3 members of the Thieves Guild from Skyrim have left an impact on me. Martin left an impact on me. Lucian LeChance left an impact on me. That's about it.
You over there.
Oh, there was that one kid from Fallout 3 who left an impact. Because I was so sad I couldn't adopt him. So what if he's 10 and I'm only 19? Fuck you!
Which one?
I have a house and a Mr. Handy.
Okay,
Which
Booth
one
is
was
not
it?
making it easy for me here. Keep
Is he playing
moving.
hard to get?
I want to lure him near some. Wait, why am I luring him near exploding barrels? He's fireproof. I want to lure him near some exploding barrels so I can take out his.
Mates.
Yeah, his entourage. So to stay. God damn it, Dalian, you fucked up.
Who's the kid you wanted to adopt in Fallout?
Oh, it was really cute. I started writing fan fiction about him, actually. Hang on, let me double check. Actually, Aventus Aretino people also were really sad they couldn't adopt in Skyrim. Bethesda seems to be okay at making impactful children characters, which BioWare doesn't seem to think that making children at all matters. Some of these mages are children. Oh, cool. I'll take the mages on then. Never see a child.
Maybe they're hiding them from Colin.
That's right, Booth. Go up this way. Good boy.
Brian Wilkes.
Oh, that
He's the kid
child
from
that...
the town with the giant fire-breathing hands.
Yes, I remember him. He chased me down through half the game. Or across half the map at one point.
I haven't gotten to Little Lamplight yet, so maybe McCready in Fallout 3 will leave more of an impact than McCready did in Fallout 4. But then again, I hate Little Lamplight. Because I haven't gone to Little Lamplight yet, but I have been to Big Town, and it made me very, very angry.
Why?
They were being kidnapped by super mutants. That Little Lamplight lies to these children about the outside world, and then just abandons them when they hit 16. Most of these kids end up dead.
There we go. Now we know. Now we know. Okay, I think that's enough to take down this fortress. Let's beat a hasty retreat.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in
sex
a while
appeal
though.
Shelob a while ago, yeah.
What?
See, Shelob was plenty sexy already. Just put like a cocktail dress on her in full Styler form, and you're fine. Bada bing, bada boom.
I would have accepted it more if she'd looked like the spider lady from Krull.
I think the thing that bothers me most is how dull she looks. I mean, really, her character design looks really looks like inspired from somebody else. It's just like you put no effort into this at all.
It should have looked more like this if they're going to make a human at all.
Yeah, we are in agreement here, Glenn. She was taught her MILF in Return of the King.
I mean, if they did this, it wouldn't be the first time Lord of the Rings is stolen from Krull.
Okay. We should be ready to take on this Marauder stronghold. It's like level 78, we're like level 151. And we've got a traitor there.
I can kind of see her, like, projecting an image of a human woman, but still, like, wandering around as a spider behind her. It's to relate to Talion, for Talion to relate to her easier makes sense, but still have her be big and spidery behind him so he knows she's a threat.
As far as the loot boxes go, I mean, I'm almost halfway through the game and I haven't noticed them. I gather in like post-game, they become very, very prominent. So this fortress is nice.
That is nice.
It is nice. Somebody put 2 rings in it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow.
I could build a summer home there.
I like it. It's nice.
Okay, victory point. Oh, someone cursed me.
I thought Og. He showed up.
I haven't seen him yet in my game.
Oh wow, this is way easier than that first fortress.
Yeah. It's way easier, but taking down the what's it called, the Overlord is kind of what makes this trickier.
I do, that was automatically on my game. I didn't actually get it, but Forthog did show up earlier to be like, "Hoi." Actually, I'm going to climb back up and see if there's anything I can shoot down here.
Capture.
That was a good plan, boss. Having me sabotage the fort. Always said you was clever.
I have one captain, and I've managed to accidentally kill his character twice now.
The point of this game, I think we're trying to overthrow Sauron by taking his fortresses. This is a nice throne room.
Yeah, it is. Talon's just being disruptive in this game.
Why do I have to do all the heavy lifting myself? I hate being the only capable.
He thinks he's doing a lot of damage and all that, but he's just being disruptive.
Oh, this is nice.
This is... I am really impressed by the throne. It's really nice. Rest wants it.
I'll have
He
to
might
wait. I
want-
want it first.
No, he may want to change the color though. He doesn't like red that much. What just happened?
Fire happened. He has little fire pits.
Oh boy.
Wait, am I behind? Am I behind?
I haven't been to Discord yet. Man.
Oh, God damn it.
No, it's just Robin Ocean. Like I said, he is just disruptive. He's like a person who sits beside you and sometimes just pokes you. That's Italian in this game.
He's almost like a Zelda boss. Is that all between a Zelda boss and a Dark Souls boss?
I think you can kind of put Italian in the role of a minor villain who thinks he's really meant to do big things, but he's just
No.
fur raid. Oh. Aw. Flaw. You are getting the best captains right now, Doug. First you got Pog, then you got Flog. Hi, Flog.
The thing is, this is set between The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, so you can't really have achieved much.
Yeah. Okay, let's head back. Fight this warlord again. Let's say about fusing some gems.
They're making, a what? No. Oh my god. LA Noir is getting remastered? Or remade?
It's been released on the Switch, isn't it?
No. Yeah, no, it's for PS4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Yeah, it was made like that, yeah. People were not treated well by that company. Oh yeah, who made that
Aren't
game?
there actual Chinese game developers who are the gaming equivalent of a Chinese sweatshop?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that was Rockstar. Bad on you, Rockstar.
Yes, son. Now we can be a family.
I wonder if they're going to give them better hair this time. They got so fixated on giving them really good expressions that the hair just couldn't be added in.
Oh, it's not like Rockstar Bondi or something, wasn't it?
Ooh.
I did really enjoy LA Noire. It remains one of the most unique games I've ever played.
It's really, really weird for me though, because it was one of the first games I'd really seen with mocap in it.
Yeah, and it uses mocap to such great but odd effect.
Yeah, I know.
I already defeated you once.
So, do you reckon the orcs like retrofitted those fire things in, or do you reckon they were always there?
It looks like it's always been there.
Who built this place?
I think so,
Sauron.
Sauron built
No,
this
no.
place.
yeah. I presume
wait,
actually the
no.
orcs built this place.
Oh my god, orc architecture is amazing!
This is from
Wait
the
a minute,
neoclassical period of orc architecture.
What's it called?
That'd be terrible if I was Italian. I'd just be like, this place is beautiful!
No. Sick. Oh, sorry. Joseph Uncle? It was built by Gondor
Oh, okay.
early in the Third Age.
Well, it's still been beautifully maintained.
It has. Djuren cuando menester. You know, I wonder if EA is doing this on purpose.
I doubt it somehow.
I do too, but it's just they
What
can't
could they
just keep-
possibly be hoping to achieve?
They could be chasing headlines.
No. Okay,
Oh,
fine.
no.
We'll just kill him.
Retreating? What a coward.
And that's the Uruk way, apparently.
Yeah. Careful now. It is a known method called outdated outrage. You make something really extreme, then you lower it a little and say you listened and made improvements. Yeah. That sounds correctly. Sounds correct. Give the Dane, she's ill. Ill and tired. Isn't that the same thing Xbox did? When they tried with their first version? You have to always be online to play our games. If you don't or can't do that, well, you'll just have to.
That frankly just came across as just a complete lack of understanding of their audience.
Yeah. Sorry, I just saw LA Noir video that Glenn sent me. Hang on, I'm going to put it in chat.
Is it the one with the old man who's making this really weird face and you just
Yeah.
can't? I hate that. Yeah. Oh no.
Who should we make overlords? We have Edin the Glutton, Skun Blood Mad, Stakuga the Friendly, of course.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But that's the thing, isn't it? Like, because they had to have them make faces whilst they were, whilst you were figuring things out.
What is that with that face? It's so bad.
Oh, so you know how I was saying earlier that, I haven't even noticed the loot boxes so far.
Ah.
I have enough gold for War Chest. War Chests contain powerful followers, as well as training orders to upgrade your followers. Jesus fucking Christ.
I've bought a few
Dollar bills, yo.
chests.
Alright, let's...
I've bought a few of them, but
This asshole.
it's not actual money. It's just silver ones.
Yeah, let's spend our fucking gold.
He looks nice. Yeah, I'm still seeing that guy going out with a giant fucking box and just waiting, hiding in bushes and looking at orcs that pass by. Yeah, I'm taking you. Come on.
And what is the in-universe explanation for this shit?
We came to it last time. It's a crossover between what's it called? Metal Gear.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
Oh, ow.
Alright, let's go do this fight pits thing.
Why can't we all?
We'll get you, Eden, to do this. I'm not attached to you.
Care to try your hand against me?
So I've been writing their side, and between the first attempt at opening and the second one, main character Leona's personality has totally changed because it doesn't make any sense for her to be shy and awkward anymore. But I'm worried she doesn't have much of a personality. I'll have to get other people to read it at some point and see what they think.
Come on, Blue. Don't know what your name is.
You
Yummy.
did good, Eden. I swear, the game heard me going, oh, I haven't even noticed the loot boxes at this point, and was like, oh no. We'll see about that.
I was trying to lull you into a false sense of security.
Yeah, it was. Oh good, I got a 500 gold. See, like, you can earn the gold for loot boxes in-game, except of course that in the post-game, the gold requirements become so absurd that you just can't feasibly do that anymore, from what I gather.
I haven't earned any of them.
Yeah, you probably have and just haven't noticed it.
No, I haven't earned any.
Because you get gold for things like doing online vendettas.
I haven't earned any.
But you've done online vendettas. You told me
I
you did
have.
mine.
I did, and I haven't earned a single gold coin from it.
But how do you know?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen any.
Because I didn't know I'd earned
Yeah,
gold
no,
until just now, when the game was like, hey, you earned gold.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that notification.
Yeah, you might at some point.
Nah. Whew.
Do I want the ability to dominate categories? I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. I'm not, okay?
The lady does protest too much.
Look, I, Douglas, not a furry Murphy, I'm not a furry. You're a furry.
I'm not.
You're a furry.
No. I am
God
not.
damn it, Glenn, I
Not at all.
trusted you.
Fairy Murphy. Oh yeah. Maybe the next game he's gonna get is gonna be Sonic Forces, so he can make his original character Do Not Steal. You know, I've been watching people talk about that, and I'm just kind of sitting here going, okay, the thing is, people aren't mocking this game so much because it's got Sonic OCs in it. They're mocking this game because Sonic OCs are like the gateway drug to being a furry.
Yeah, they are. I
So
think.
like Psycho and Nitro Rad are like, it's a way for kids to express themselves, but like no, me and you two and Glenn and Jim Sterling, we're not mocking children playing this game and making their OCs. We're mocking adults playing this game and making their personas.
Yeah.
Psycho and Nitro Rad are just too good and too pure for this world.
I think my guy's gonna die here.
He does seem to be a little bit outmatched.
Yeah,
He's
it's a bit
still
of a
putting in a
size
really good
difference.
showing.
He might win. He might.
He's not gonna win.
I think so.
No, he's just
listen.
died.
Aww.
God, poor
No.
Pug of a Weimar. He died as he lived.
He might actually come back though.
He
Does
might.
do they come back if you don't kill them?
They do. They fixed it in this game that your orcs have I think an equally big chance of coming back as long as you don't cut off their head, or rather, as long as they don't lose their heads.
Okay, I think
He
Eltario
didn't
had a
choose the
mission.
pug life. The pug life chose him.
Poor Pug. He didn't. No, he didn't choose the rhyming life. It chose him. I like thinking over these kind of things. Why these orcs just sit around. It's night and they're just sitting on their bed and they just start rhyming to themselves. I'm just wondering, how do they not get beaten for it? It's just are the other orcs just so? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Express yourself.
Well, I think because we assume because they're a warrior race, they must be like hyper toxic masculinity types, but I don't think they are.
They don't seem to be.
No, they seem to have like a very varied and diverse culture.
Groups. The one good culture.
That's how the chosen created me. Thoroughly ruthless.
Nazgul is entirely focused on the ritual. This is the perfect time to strike.
I am one YouTuber I like watching. He has a playlist of
Oh, you're
Shadow.
back.
Oh no! He
Where did you
has
get
a
that fucking
playlist.
lip gloss from, love?
He has a playlist from the older game, and he has one nemesis who, when he shows up, just screams buttons. It's a really, really high-pitched voice. You just know he's there.
To be honest, that bird kind of comes across like she wants to be Leliana.
Yeah, she does. I would be so mad if there was a chance that she ended up killing some of your orcs. Like, no.
I really
No.
don't like her, like, at all. Like, everything about her pisses me off. Like, she could probably be a fine character in another game, but in this one, the way she's presented, what they've done with her, I just can't stand her.
Oh my god. So many captains here.
I'll make your death sweat.
And then doing the back-to-back thing. Oh no. North go. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to justify here, but considering the family he's from, I can kind of sort of understand it. His grandfather did create the Silmarillions and did start some
Oh, is he a
massive
Phenos line?
wars. Yes, he is.
That's fair.
Um,
Fina's lines are like fucking. Oh, can I dominate a Nazgul?
yes.
Doubt
Well,
it.
not in that way. You can just banish them.
Okay. You there. I want to recruit you.
Yes, he's from that line.
That's fair. That's fair. Stay and fight for me. Gonna recruit you. Stay
They
and
have
fight.
some nice guys.
Oh, cool. He, the one with the cool eyes.
Yeah.
He looks really interesting. Could you get close on his face at some point? You know, not anytime soon, just, you know, when you've got a chance.
And I'll recruit you too.
That's mean, Ringo.
Well fought.
I mean, we don't even know who they are for most of the time.
Yeah, well, just 9 kings of men.
Yeah,
Whose exact identities aren't that important.
or known for that matter.
You
There's
know
2 of
Camille
them.
the Easterling?
Yes.
Ow, ow, ow. Itchy ear, itchy ear, itchy ear.
And this game it tries to proclaim that
The
Isildur
itchy
is one
ears.
of them.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't.
What doesn't?
Isildur
they
being
say
one of the Nazguls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Usually when they become the most dangerous.
I don't think
What are
Isildur would
these little
make
naked fuckers?
No, those are ghouls.
Oh, okay.
I don't think Isildur would make for a very powerful enemy.
He's an idiot.
Yes.
Okay, I don't think we have anything more to do in Caravango. So let us go to... Actually, we do have one more thing to do in Caravango, and that's to see if we can't find... another Iphilidon. There we go. Set waypoint. And it's close by too.
Ooh. Sure, he's gonna turn up again later.
There we go, I filled in. We can get some more of Celebrimbor's old armour.
How does that even fit? It's so short.
Maybe it just has auto fit on it.
When the sun shines, fleeing in fear from the
Fires of Dawn?
oh yeah, that'll be it. The beacons as the bright
No, I'd
lord.
say the best beacons of flames. What I put there.
Yeah.
No, the knight never knew that its end was fleet. As the bright lord bears beacons of flame, the sun rises, but from the west it's
I still think the game is really.
marching air eastward, air eternal, air bright.
I still think the Monolith was kind of cheap with the amount of subtitles it made for the game.
Yeah.
There's some dialogue but between orcs that I would really like to be sure what they're saying, but the subtitles
Wait, did you not manage
there.
that?
Seemed like I didn't. No.
Oh, can you try again? Because I think I figured it out.
Yeah. When the sun shines, the shadows must retreat, fleeing in fear from the fires of dawn.
When the sun rises, the shadows must
Yeah,
retreat.
yeah, you're right.
When the sun rises, the shadows must retreat, fleeing in fear from the fires of dawn. The night never knew that its end was fleet, as a bright lord bears beacons of flame. The sun rises, yes, but from the west it shines, marching air eastward, air eternal, air.
Okay, we've got Celebrimbor's old cloak now.
I like how Talion's putting like a pull-on fashion model pose there.
Shadow of fashion.
You know, if it was a short cloak,
Fashionable.
he would basically be doing a butt pose. He looks so insecure in that pose.
Good news, guys.
What is
Marku is still here.
Yes!
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marco, come back.
One day we shall meet Marku again. Okay, let's head to Minas Morgul.
PlayStation. Thank you.
How much better would this game be if you were like dominating an orc and Talion was like, "You suffer, Velvet Lord," and like half of his face just turns to shadow with a snout.
Which so much better.
I think the best comment Silbrumborg has made so far is just loudly proclaiming that he's going to add you to his ranks. And so, I add you to my ranks! It's just so... Okay! Like, the other times he does that, he's just really... He's really... What do you call it? Mean? But with this one comment, he's more like, I would like to add you to my ranks. You do not have any choice about this. Haha!
Silbrumborg is a massive dick.
He is. He is not a good person in this game series.
Again, makes sense when you know he's from the line of Fëanor.
Yeah.
That's a bit nature versus nurture. Hang on, I need to take my jump off. Oh, it's too damn hot.
I'm not sure how it all pans out. If he ever actually met Fëanor. I think he was an adult when his father died. Pretty sure he was. Didn't like his father. Ah. You are getting really lucky with your dominations here. The fact that they aren't just attacking you is cheating. Where did he go?
Oh my god. Look at all of those orcs.
Oh. Oh, oh.
Wow, goodness, goodness, goodness. It's almost like there's an army here.
Small one.
Oh, the garrison.
Ah. Ugh. Just following you like little ducks.
Mom!
I can just imagine Celebrimbor just going, why are they quacking? I really like there is some word names that when Celebrimbor says it, they just sound hilarious. It doesn't help that he's saying them in a really monotone and very serious manner. There is one name, and I think Doug has had it at least once, where it sounds like he's saying Baka.
Yeah, I have had that one.
Baka!
Still doesn't beat Sigourney Weaver saying Baka.
She said that?
Yeah, in the Defenders. Because she's playing a character who speaks fluent Japanese, and she's talking to ally of hers who's Japanese, and she shakes her head, tuts, and goes, Baka. And it is the greatest moment in television.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. I don't know how I meant to... Okay. Let's wait for them to move somewhere where I can cause trouble for them. Come on, come over here near these flaming barrels.
Why do they have flaming barrels everywhere?
Presumably for using like siegery.
Back!
Welcome back.
I've been reading the Silmarillion, and the guy, the smith one, Elu, like Owly, the one who creates the dwarves.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of adorable. He's really like, I just want kids. They're so cute. And when the, how do you pronounce his name? The first one?
Oh, Iluvatar.
Iluvatar shows up and he's just, well, okay, I'll just smash them. I just really want to make, these things. It's just, okay, but you don't like it, so I'll just smash them.
Yeah, although all these Mayas have a tendency of going evil.
They
oddly
have?
enough. Oh yeah, Sauron and Saruman are both
Yeah.
Maya of his.
Huh. So he's a Valor?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Isn't it because they have passion, in a sense?
Might well be.
Isn't it weird that Sauron, not Sauron, Melkor is a Maya?
He's a Valar, not a Maya.
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, that makes much more sense. I was trying to find people who who talk about the lore, and I can't find any good ones. I found one who sounds like Novel, who's into World of Warcraft, but he doesn't sound like he has any fun with what he's doing. They said he was a Maya. It's like, that doesn't sound right.
No, he is one of the Valar. He doesn't. I don't think Melkor actually has any Maya of his own, which is why he
He's only
tends.
yeah.
Yeah, he tends to corrupt other people's Maya.
And didn't he also corrupt other Valar?
No. Just Maya. All of the other Valar are on the up and up.
Huh.
But a lot.
Oh, that wasn't fair.
A lot of his servants are the Maya of other Valar, who he's like the Balrogs are all Maya.
Yeah, that much I had to figure out.
Yeah.
By the way, I have two versions of the Silmarillion, and they're not the same book.
Forthog.
What? Okay, how?
Mate, he's got one of those. Yeah, he's got a loot with a blade on it.
Ooh. Doug. Doug! You're not getting lucky.
Okay, Dorku. Wow.
Oh my god, stop! What the? That was brutal. You have to shame this one. Not kill, just shame.
I think he's too tough for me, unfortunately.
Aw.
We'll come back to him.
Yeah, put him on your to-do list.
To do as in kill or shame, not the thing.
I don't know, Shadow of War, it could be both. Or Warfare.
I just want to check something.
Next time, we should don't.
Okay. Let's go deeper into town.
You hoping to run into our child's son?
Well, I'm hoping
you
to find
kill?
more captains. Was that me? It was me. For some reason my capture card is soaking, so I can't hear anything you say.
Ah,
Quick, let's assault him.
yes.
He's too friendly.
Yes, he's wonderful.
Please
Like
bear with
Toffel.
us in this time
Yes.
of technical difficulties.
He's such a wonderful person.
I
I'm
know,
so happy
like,
to
I
have
can't
met
even stand it.
him. I'm so happy to have met him.
Mm.
I'm also happy to have met you.
Oh, thanks. At least something good came out of the blue house site.
Yes. He has such a good singing voice.
There we go. We're back.
Okay.
And in the meantime, you got to enjoy my musical stylings.
Hear beasts rattling their cages.
You know, that battalion keeps dying. It just makes me think that there should be like some kind of death MMO thing where dying in game doesn't kill you. Like you do just respawn, but all of your sensors are in the death game, so the more times you die, like you're just going to get steadily more and more insane.
I think he already is.
No, that's
He is. He.
no. What I was saying was the fact that Talion keeps dying makes me think that there should be like a Sword Art Online MMO type thing. Where,
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that might work. Then again, I feel like the whole Sword Art Online is getting. There's a lot of it nowadays.
It's there. There's Sword Art Online, which is terrible.
Yes.
Dot Hack isn't really the same kind of dealio, and also predates it anyway.
It's also older, so it's not so in your face about it.
Yeah, and like it came before Sword Art Online anyway, so there's that. There's ReZero, which is kind of like that. Overlord. Is it Overlord? There's something else which is kind of like that. And there's a third thing which is kind of like that. So that's like 3 things. It's not too many.
I might just have heard so much about it lately. It's sometimes it's just there's so much of that thing.
Yeah, they're doing 2 Sword Art Online anime next year. That's going to be horrific.
Oh my god, why?
Yeah. Okay, I guess we have to shame this guy. Oh, he's become deranged. Let's find him. Maybe he's a Huskarlaw now. No, not yet.
They are just the best.
Huskarlaws.
Yeah.
Have such big feet.
Now I'm just imagining Talion sitting by one of them, and he's just petting their cheek and going, "Who has big feet? You do. Yes, you do." Oh my god, that's horrible. Talion, don't do that. Is that the same guy?
Yeah. Okay.
Did he have
Stuff
another
goes.
helmet? A helmet on before?
I don't know. He might have changed his outfit.
You look like it.
Oh no, apparently this is a different guy.
Yeah. He just has the same name or same title.
I think I just wasn't paying much attention.
He doesn't have a burn mark on his face.
No.
It isn't. It's another guy.
But the guy we're meant to be going after is somewhere near here.
Yeah.
One of these days you're gonna run into an orc who's enraged by dickbag elves and you're just gonna keep dying.
Okay, I end up killing him accidentally.
No! He wasn't that strong then.
He was level 27, but he went down surprisingly easily for all that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe you're just getting better.
Might be.
Okay. So... this guy should be around here somewhere. It appears to have vanished. Hang on. Let's go check out our army screens. See...
That would be a good idea.
That's Stalker. Ushak the
YouTube,
Ruined?
I don't really care about somebody who's playing NBA. Why would you suggest
Oh,
this to me?
YouTube. I thought you said YouTube, and I was like, what are you bringing that up for?
No. Sorry, my voice is just not the best today. Ooh, he's pretty. I want to steal him.
Okay, I think this is the guy.
I'm gonna reload the stream, because...
Since when the fuck did you become immune to stealth? And his form of derangement is just kind of gutturally screaming at us.
Aww.
It's okay, Ushak. The Velvet Lord accepts all servants.
She does prefer the Huskelaw ones.
Yes. She feels a certain kinship with them.
The Husklers are the best. They are so funny to listen to. I remember at one point I was fighting 3 captains, including the one I made a Huskalor, and I almost died twice because I got completely distracted by the sounds he was making.
What a good husky.
It's like, stop doing that, I am laughing too much, stop it! Mop, mop. Is he making those mop mop noises?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, is that him down there? Too high up to tell.
I like him.
Yeah. I've let him
Life
get
is
away.
nice. You
There he
should
is.
you should let them get away sometimes. Then the Nemesis system works best if you're not too good at the game.
Yeah, in this case, I couldn't seem to actually recruit him.
You couldn't? What?
No.
Level?
I
He's
think it was
21?
because he was enraged. Because he didn't become
That
broken.
might be. That might be it.
He's adapting to everything I do to him.
They tend to do that. That's the one bad thing about making them deranged. They are so much more inclined to become better at fighting you.
He's enraged again.
That is a creepy smiley, Alex Young, the Austin Young.
Yeah, it's a bit.
enraged by everything.
I think you hear the Hulk.
Rawr! It's funny you should say that. Doug is riding around on a giant green angry thing.
I think he's unenraged now.
Don't kill him. I like him.
Okay, and let's Daddy Dom these two.
I've heard bad things about the new Harvest Moon game.
Which one is that?
Light of Hope, I think. Yeah.
Light of Hope?
It looks crap. Part of the problem is that it's not really a Harvest Moon game, is it?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I've not heard anything about it, so do tell me.
Well, apparently Marvelous and Natsume split ways, and Natsume owns the localized name of Harvest Moon. So, they've been making new ones, and they suck.
Okay.
What did you call it?
For what?
The game?
Harvest Moon Light of Hope?
Light Hope?
Light of Hope.
Light of Hope, okay.
I don't fear death. Do you?
Gund vercool. 1 minute he's vercooned, then suddenly vercooned is him.
Yeah, it looks like one of those,
Ooh,
mobile
this guy's
games?
pre-broken.
Yeah, they are when you're going up. When they are being executed, they are just broken. It makes sense.
Yeah.
The Story of Seasons is the real thing these days.
Oh, cold. Ugh.
See, Dangerously Funny said it was shit. I need to watch his video further through, but it looks kind of bad.
I got a picture here.
It looks like they're using the same kind of like engine or whatever as Rune Factory, so you've got pixel backgrounds with 3D models moving around in them, but it looks so bad.
It looks mobile game bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like somebody just put some 3D models on an RPG Maker game.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll go take a look at this in a moment.
Ah. That looks really, really bad. It also kind of looks like they made
See, part of the reason it works for Rune Factory is because the 3D models are proportioned as they would be if they were sprites, whereas in this game they aren't. So the characters look really out of place. You've got these big dumpy cows and little dumpy sheep and tiny dumpy chickens, and then you've got these tall, skinny anime people wandering around who don't fit the proportions of the world around them at all. Most helpful reviews are all negative.
Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh gosh, that looks terrible.
It does. It looks like they took Rune Factory and some parts of what's it called? Keeps crashing on me right now. Unless I tried Stardew Valley, it's called.
Yeah.
But it made it worse somehow.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Okay, let's go find Gund for Cruel.
Gund, my little Gund. One thing I think that it's kind of shame they changed in this game is when you go in on the orcs and if you want to see what they look like on the whole figure, in the first game when you meant to turn them around, it didn't turn the camera, it turned them. And some of the orcs just looked, turn, right, why are you looking at my backside? Stop that. I'm telling you, freak.
I only bring it up because I feel like I'm in the market for a new farming game. It's just Stardew Valley's getting a bit stale, and part of the problem I have with it is that I don't feel like starting a new file because I always have to do the same things every single fucking time.
I think the problem is the guy who's made Stardew Valley is alone about it, and he won't accept help. And it's just, I keep hearing that he is working on other things for it. He's working on new events and all that. But it's like,
there's new stuff coming with the multiplayer update.
Yeah, but I don't want multiplayer update.
Look, I like the idea of the community center stuff, but it's so restrictive. You're more or less basically forced to get a coop and forced to get a barn.
I never get those things before. I think second or third year. I'm not sure anymore. So.
And the farming rating thing, it feels like I'm being forced into doing it.
Farming rating thing?
Yeah. And start of the third year, your granddad comes and rates your farm. He used to be really dickish about it.
Yeah.
But he patched that out. But it's still, I feel like I'm being pressured to do something instead of just enjoy myself.
I usually just ignore him. What should I write?
He's mortally vulnerable to stealth, so we can't stealth him. Never mind, he's seen us anyway.
I don't know, Orange Season seems alright. I might try that one out. Positive reviews. I want to see what the negative reviews look like. There's only one.
Ooh, share. You know, Monolith has done a really good job on this game. The second game felt very samey in the areas it had, and they weren't that good or interesting. But this place is I like it a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Aw, he looks so horrified.
His life is suffering.
Aw, poor Gund. You should meet my Gund. It
Is
could be
this game
this one.
relevant to you? This game doesn't look like other things you've played in the past. I'm sorry, how does a farming sim not look like the farming sim I've played for the longest of any of the games I own? Yeah, I've played it longer than anything else.
Gold.
I played it for longer than I've played Skyrim and Oblivion put together. I'll give it a shot. Might as well.
Okay, let's go do this story quest at the gate.
Can you call Liliana and Cassandra the Inquisition leaders?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
At least until you become Inquisitor.
Yeah, it's just because I have Rez talking to another character, and he has to explain that Cassandra and Liliana thought he was somebody else that they had gotten a letter about, because the Lavellan clan thinks the survivor is one of theirs. It isn't, but they spent the first couple of hours or days thinking his name is Eon Lavellian.
Oh, hey, Otario.
We are here for the Palantir. That is all that matters.
We will have to fight our way to it. The city is crawling with orcs.
They need not be obstacles. We can turn them into valuable assets.
Shh, Delith.
Nine will stop at nothing to seize that ring.
This ring is not their prize. It is their
Apparently this other game I'm looking at, Melting Heart, Our Love Will Grow 2, will completely invalidate all your work at the end.
What?
What?
Go on.
I'm not sure if there's different endings, but at least one of them is that no matter how hard you work to try and save this town, because it's like a Harvest Moon Game Boy Color, Harvest Moon 2 on the Game Boy Color deal, where you have 3 years or however much time to fix things, otherwise the farm's going to go. But apparently the mayor will just sell the town anyway at the end because he doesn't want his daughter in charge.
Oh.
This is harsh. This is like the opposite of the guy in Shadow of War. I'm doing this to protect you! What about everybody else? It doesn't matter!
Also, it won't. It will change all the genders of the romanceable characters so that you're only ever given a straight option.
Yeah.
Oh.
Worst kind of option.
Where are you going? We should stay together.
Okay, who the fuck is Alex Young?
The ring wraiths cannot be destroyed. They will always come back.
But you don't stop fighting.
No,
Hmm.
not ever.
Every time I look at Austin Young, my brain instantly switches to Alex Young for some reason. I'm not can't figure out why. Ooh.
It seems to be oddly difficult to get decent Harvest Moon coin on PC.
You know those the Orlok grunts you're fighting right now?
Hmm.
I think I really can't stop thinking about this, but I feel like they look like frogs on some level. And I don't get the same when I'm looking at the others, the bigger captains of them. Like,
Mm-mm.
why do you look like frogs? I don't understand.
This one looks like it might be interesting at some point, but it looks a bit shit at the minute.
Which one?
Harvest Life.
Ranger, stay by my side. I know the way. If there is, I have not yet found it. Stay by my side, Ranger, and I will show you what your grave is.
I suppose I could mod Stardew Valley, but eh.
Yeah.
It doesn't show me anything. It just shows me. Oh, there. Right.
Where it looks interesting, but I'm not really sure if I'd. I'm sure, yeah.
Aww.
So I've got completely distracted by looking at farming games.
You know, I wonder if the game, if Monolith realizes how they've made this game sound.
What, incredibly gay?
Yes,
Super gay.
it
Yeah, but
is.
isn't
Really.
that part of what we love about it?
Yes, it's wonderful for that one reason. If I could, I would actually write Italian slash Uruk things, but I'm just really scared that they would be really, really weird.
Natalia, you're not being much of a help here, to be brutally honest with you.
Is that a surprise? Zuladam. What was that attack?
Okay, let's convert some orcs. Hey, orcs, have you heard the good news? No, we're gonna die.
Oh.
Oh, have you heard about the coup in Zimbabwe?
No.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Today?
Oh. That's why I haven't heard about it. Haven't turned on the news. 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 How many are dead? Has someone pronounced
Nobody?
it?
It's blood loss. Bloodless.
Well. Oh.
Mugabe's being imprisoned in Harare, and his missus has run off to Namibia.
What? That's fascinating. Ooh.
Hopefully this will go well.
The guy I told you about, the Danish priest I told you about yesterday, he's been found guilty and has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for assaulting children.
Well, criminal justice system at work.
For once. Mm. He's 93 years old? Wow. interesting. You know, the whole Hollywood scandals about assaults and all that. Even Denmark is getting in on that. One of our studios is rebelling against their maker or their founder. Just weirdness today. What is she doing? Oh. She's not very helpful, is she?
No, at the moment she's more of a hindrance.
That's a further reason why I hate her. I even kind of like Sexy Shelob, but this. At least Sexy Shelob has like a point in the narrative.
I saw a video from somebody called Tira Grace, and he really hates the other woman, Idril, I think she's named.
Idril.
Idril. And at one point in the start of the game where they have to run, and siege beasts are attacking them, she manages to run into every single volley that they get hit by.
Yeah, if that happened to me, I think I'd hate her too.
Yeah, but I tried I got the same mission, and she did it in mine too.
Interesting.
For God's sake, Altario, stop bleeding.
I kind of think they've made a mistake in having as many human characters in this, because they just don't, they shouldn't really be there. There's no need for them. Just have him.
Like the guys at the beginning kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm fine with them, but it's the others.
Yeah.
And by the others, I just mean this bitch.
I like the black guy. He's wonderful. He hasn't really done anything to make me mad at him. Oh. This seems like a bad boss fight.
It's frustrating because there's so many orcs.
Yeah.
It's hardly keeping my attention, to be honest.
It seems like it doesn't have a good flow in it.
Yeah.
And what flow it has is really upset by Eladriel, or whatever her name is, because she doesn't seem to be doing that much.
She's beating up orcs around us that we had, and occasionally bleeding like now. But the real problem is this guy is spamming his area effect curse attack, so we have to spend a shit ton of time ducking around that.
Oh, I thought that was her doing something. It's him?
No, it's him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I can see that now.
Yeah, and there's a shit ton of orcs, so...
Yeah.
Wait a second, if she's got that thing that makes the Nazgul go, then shouldn't she be fighting him more than you?
Yeah.
This makes no sense in the context of what we've been presented.
We have to have a female love interest in the game. Why? You have 15,000 orcs.
Wait, she's meant to be a love interest.
I'm sure she is.
I thought she was just there to make up the
Nothing
numbers.
I think she is.
She should have just had more
Based on
female
what?
soldiers milling about. Like the fact that she's ugly. So there just seems to be the trend for beauty these days seems to be women with white women with disproportionately large lips for their faces, and she fits in that perfectly.
I agree. She. It's just because
She looks like a model.
She does. Sheila is there to have some kind of connection with Italian. Her
Yeah,
voice
but
actor
she doesn't
says
seem to be a
it's,
love interest either.
Well, she's a
but,
giant spider.
Sheila's voice actor says that it was meant as she was meant as a motherly figure.
Why does she look so young?
I don't know. That's why I'm saying she's either a love interest or eye candy.
She's eye candy.
Yeah, I think eye candy is more likely. I mean, you can put female characters in something and not have them be love interests, and there's no reason to think she is one. But this game does have a problem with putting in random eye candy.
Yeah.
Hence, stupid sexy Shelob.
Oh no. Oh. You can do it, Doug. I trust you.
Oh, for God's sake, Altario, stop bleeding! Do we even have blood left at this point? We barely even scratched his health bar.
Can you pin him?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'd find her like existence less egregious if there were more random women. Like, have some female Gondorian sergeants.
Yeah.
Arguably, you could even have a game where every single named talking character, or any story, where every single named talking character who's vital to the plot is actually a bloke. But just by having women wandering around doing normal things in the background, it will come across as, oh well, this story just happens to revolve around blokes. Instead of, we have surgically removed every single woman from the universe.
For God's sake, Altario, again!
She's a faux action girl. In cutscenes, she's a bamf, but when you actually is actually in doing things, she's awful.
She is.
And we're dead again.
Aw. This is a bad boss.
Maybe he didn't have to run around helping this idiot woman.
Okay.
Why do they kill you? Why do they kill you? They need you. They want you. Why on earth do they cut your throat? That doesn't make any sense.
Ludo narrative dissonance.
No, but it doesn't. Their objective is to capture you so they can turn you into a ring wraith. Killing you sets you free or resets you somewhere else. They can't do anything to you in that way.
Yeah, that is weird.
It is weird. What do you have on the? Do you have warrior gems on your clothing and no on your weapons? Yes, you do.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the highest warrior gem I have on my weapons and some health gems on my armor.
Yeah.
Hang on. I can add a warrior gem to my bow too. That should help.
Yes. Ah.
That's not much use to me. But we'll keep it anyway.
Never forget.
Okay, let's see if there's some other orc captains I can recruit. Because that can up my level, and when I've leveled up I'll go talk to him again.
Sorry, it sounded like you should level up Pogo. No. Just imagine an Italian jumping around the town just on a Pogo stick. No, wait. Better. It's still a Brimbor. He doesn't know what it is, but he likes it. What was I looking for? Just complaining in the background. Yeah, no.
I know how you fight, and I know how to counter your every move.
Oh right, yeah, it's a gift. I don't want a gift.
Because this fight won't take long.
What?
Oh, I think I got complimentary cards, like gift points from Japan Center because it was my birthday yesterday. But it's just gonna give me some stuff for free, and I don't want it. So.
Did you get any good gifts yesterday?
It's like a pack of green tea, or like matcha flavored Kit Kats, and a cup by the looks of things. I'm
No.
alright, thanks Japan Center. I'm alright.
I had a friend once who told me he was going to get into drinking tea, and he was going to get some tea from he was going to get a brand from that forest that lies at the foot of, I think it's Mount Fuji. I think it's called.
The suicide forest.
Yes.
That sounds grim as fuck.
It was, and I remember first few seconds after he said that, I just sat there. The forest at the foot of Mount Fuji? That that's a suicide forest. That should I tell him? No, I'll just let it go. And then I met with him sometime later, and I asked him, so how was that tea? And he said it tasted like shit. Okay, I should probably tell you something. What? The forest? It's nicknamed the suicide forest. It's a
lot of people go and die there.
yeah, it's a grim place. Oh.
There are people who go around just trying to find people before they commit suicide and talk them out of it.
Yeah. I remember reading something from some guard they had over there, and he's told some stories about having met someone who tried and failed, and she still had the rope around her neck and her eyes were completely bloodshot, and he just shook his head and just took her in and helped her recover. And it was just, that's gotta be horrifying. Ugh.
Running into a Silent Hill monster.
Yeah. You know the problem I have with for example, Res trying to insult that Chantry mother slash sister he's arguing with, is I can't have him call her old because he's older than she is.
Haggard, maybe, because he's all youthful and shit.
Yeah, I do. That reminds me, I do have him.
Right.
She
no,
say,
I'm thinking of Push Crimp. Never mind.
Push Crimp. I do have him say she has a very gaunt ass. Apparently, aesthetically, she's just unpleasing to him. She's just such a gauntness. I don't like it. Where is? Then get out, Resnald, jabbing a finger at the door. Or do I need to call one of the soldiers and get them to toss you out on your gaunt rump? Can't have him say all the... He really has to narrow it down to what they look like, so just insult them.
Senile?
That, or he's just going to call them the constant liars.
I think it's like humans age differently than elves, don't they?
Yeah. I can't even remember how old he's supposed to be in here. Let's see. C8091 minus.
And those boy races really do like fucking you over there, Doug.
Yeah. They do and all.
Where the fuck is he? Ah, here he is.
Let's see if this bow is better than the one I have. It is.
Douglas is streaming. Let's ride! Rah! 91. He's 4,300. He looks like he's in his 20s, sort of like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, let's go after our Hennock Pain lover. That doesn't sound like a Kinkster at all.
Disruptive. I didn't like that disruptive.
So, can you, like, take Minas Morgul back over?
I think so.
Are you gonna wait until you get Marku and then put him in charge?
I'm not planning on recruiting Marku if he comes back.
But he's our child's son!
I know, but like he works better as like our nemesis thing. If he'd ever actually come back to life instead of dilly-dallying.
I have to agree with Doug. You shouldn't. You should dominate your sons.
Yeah, if you have an orc you really like, you should let them live free out in the wild.
This game, I swear.
The old saying, "An orc in the hand is worth two in the fortress," is false.
Ah, it is. Like just like you setting free an orc while the Dawn Free music plays.
Free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, free to follow your heart.
Okay, we'll let these two weaken each other.
That's always a good idea. How's your writing going, Reese?
Not very well. I'm probably going to fall behind today by like a big amount.
How many words have you written so far?
All together or today?
Today.
Hang on, I need to punch my numbers in.
Bag, battle axe, Baldum, Biddy.
Since
Crone,
midnight, 487.
Fish, Fishwife, Fury, Gorgon, Harpy, Harridan, Jezebel, Medusa, Orcus, Shrew, Slattern, Sorceress, Termagant, Termagant, Viagra, Vixen, Witch. Oh yeah, that's right. One thing I have about Rez is if he wants to insult people, or a standard insult he has is calling them a crack, a crag, a crag.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Due to his powers and all that, so they're stone beamed. Damn it! What do I do?
You're a stalagmite of mediocrity.
I'm sorry. Is that an insult? Yes, it is. I've started wars with that insult. Really? Are people that sensitive? No, it's just a very strong insult.
You're mediocre, but you're not even on top of mediocre. You're on the bottom of mediocre. There is a stalactite of mediocrity above you. And then mediocrity fell down and created you, the stalagmite of mediocrity.
Oh, another thing, I kind of just remembered that, he, at one point, he's just looking up at the breach, and he just says, I'm not sure who I hate more, you, or, that woman, who's been causing him trouble, and he just thinks about it. What? No,
Flying thief?
Thief, and the other one.
Yeah, I
it's
can't
just-
remember her name.
I thought we can Faven is her name. Faven. And he's just no. I hate Faven more than you. It's too warm. Now I really just have to look up things about rocks. Why have I done this to myself?
So,
Yo,
how much
shut
have you written
up.
today, Reese?
Well, since midnight.
Yeah.
487.
Is there any particular thing that's causing you to like lose momentum? So maybe we can help you with that.
I guess I'm not entirely sure what to do with them now I've got them at Yoworth's house.
Okay.
I know what my climax is going to be, but I'm not sure what to do with them in between then and now.
What's your climax going to be?
Confronting Tegwin at Cadigan's coronation.
Okay. Well, you could have Tegwin have some kind of agent in Yoworth's court that he can't act against. So they have to deal with them somehow. Possibly by like trying to find blackmail material to convert them to their side. Or you could have those hunters who were coming after Taliesin show up at Yoworth's court because they think he'll be there.
Yeah, Urian and Dewith.
Yeah.
I do need to have Jenny punch Urian in the face like 3 more times by the end of this book.
Or of course you could have a shitty sex scene. That's always a good way to bring out the words.
A shitty sex scene between who?
Presumably Jenny and Taliesin. Taliesin.
Yeah, no. Bear in mind you that Yoworth's reaction to finding out that Jenny knows that Taliesin has no navel was... Hang on, let me find it. You sure you saw him shirtless? When did you see him shirtless? How did you see him shirtless? I'm not sure Taliesin's ever boned anybody.
Running out of things to die for, Taliesin.
You Italian.
Yeah. So Reese, you're telling me that you wrote your book, got it published, and got it turned into a video game? That was quick.
I know. Especially since it was released before I started writing this thing.
Damn!
I'm magic,
Okay,
that's
let's-
what I am.
Let's try doing this quest again.
The one with the Witch King? No, not Witch King. The Ringwraith?
And see what
Yeah. Because we've got slightly better equipment now.
Ah, good. That smiley Austin Young put up is just getting on my nerves.
I know. It's creepy.
It's just funny.
What did you see, Austin Young? What do you know?
Maybe he knows about all the sex jokes in this game. And it pleases him.
That's alright.
Wow, I actually feel much better now. Than I did 3 hours ago. Thank you, Doug. You
Yeah,
cured
same.
me. This is weird. I think I can actually write again. Yay! Doug,
We
if
should
you
totally,
feel
like, after this, on the Discord, just talk more about the Iron and Crystal AU.
yes,
Or Crystal and Iron
please.
AU. That was fun,
Yes,
that was fun.
I am dying for that. I don't know why, but I just love the idea of those who just holding hands at when it's necessary and even when it's not, and they've just grown accustomed to it. And I can just see, really, I can just see them standing in front of Bull and they're about to hire him, and he's not sure who to talk to. Because Rez is just being, oh my stars, that one is big. But Jenny is
Jenny's
just
like, is he gonna eat crab?
Mm.
Why he tries to eat Rez? I can't take him in a fight. Look at him. He's huge.
She's shaking him.
It's
Stop ogling him.
It's like 5 South African rugby players just collated into a single man.
The rest is just, I don't know what that means, but I agree with you, and damn! And I can just imagine her just shaking, stop it, okay! And then he blinks and he just goes, what are we doing again? Oh, hi, you're big! And then she starts pulling his hair. Stop it, okay!
Right, I'll do the talking. Hand over his mouth. Yeah, do you want to come work for us? And Bill's just like, aren't you like physically terrified me on a deep primal level? And he's like, yeah, but yeah, apart from that, you seem like a nice guy.
And the rest of it just gets her hand removed. He seems more than nice.
I don't know, Red seems like the kind of guy who, if somebody's got their hand over his mouth, will just lick their hand.
He would do that too. He would do that. That, or he would just start nibbling at it.
Poor Jenny.
It really depends on what mood he's in.
The Nine will stop at nothing to seize that ring.
This ring is not their prize. It is
Oh, I went to a pub the other day, like back in the summer, and it had cast iron. Before we talk about iron balls, reminded me of this cast iron furniture, and because my phone case is slightly magnetic, it just got stuck to the table. I mean, I could get it off pretty easy; it wasn't a problem, but it's still fucking funny.
I imagine you about to leave, taking your phone, and you get 5 steps away, or 3, and you just can't move your phone. It's like, what? And you end up pulling your phone so hard that it just takes the table with you, and you end up tripping. And whoever the owner is just, not again!
And I'm gonna like drag it all over the fucking hills. I had a several-mile walk that day.
And the pub
Several
owner,
steep hills. I was struggling.
and the pub owner is just slowly running after you. Come back to my table. That's so good.
They just fell over in my room. I don't know what it was.
Are you okay? Has the person who was up on my my ceiling showed up at your house now? did I ever tell you about the other event I had where it wasn't on my ceiling? But it was some early morning where I was talking to both of you on Discord, and suddenly I hear something like I think brushing really loudly, outside my sofa room or whatever it's called.
Living room.
Living room, that's the word. I'm ill. And it's so loud, and I'm just sitting there, I starting from my computer to the door that is half closed. Everything is dark out there, and I can hear it so loudly, and I end up leaving myself hiding behind the door and just peeking out, and I can't see anybody. And that's when I head for the kitchen to get a knife because it's so damn loud. And it's like, it's coming from my bathroom. Who's out of my bathroom? What's going on? And it was someone outside, right outside my my window, who was brushing something, or sweeping. It's called sweeping. It's like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. This is getting stupid.
We have a lot of birds around my house. A lot of birds. So sometimes what happens in the morning is that they'll just like start gathering on the guttering on the house. At one time they were making so much noise, I got really grumpy and I was like, oh, could you shut up? And then just through my window I could see a magpie looking down into my room trying to find the source of the noise. I like magpies, they're bullies, but they're just still kind of cute.
Have you ever said anything to an animal, and they're just giving you the "how dare you" expression? It is so.
Well, I did have a cat for a long time, so probably multiple occasions.
Damn it! I want to find pictures of the huskies now.
Lady Galadriel's light did not really protect me there, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you, why are you so goddamn bad?
So, did Galadriel like hire you from a budget assassin agency?
She did. She was. That is not a husky, that is a naked man. That's also a naked man, that's the same naked man.
Did you put it to Google?
Huskies! Boopity boop. Ah. Account or uncount? Crack? Account crack. Crank. Crack. Can't stop me, and neither can the path and way there.
Okay, we got a lot closer that time.
How much can you climb in this level? Just curious, because you can take out a lot of orcs that way.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Let's try that.
That's usually what I do if I really need them to get away. Or really, I drag them to one side of the arena, and then I somehow get stuck there for a little bit, and then I rush to the other side.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Can't get to that little shield of light she makes quickly enough. Okay, let's try climbing up the wall.
Or really just getting them stuck behind one, for example. Anything that slows them down is good.
Nope, that counts as leaving the mission area.
Damn it. Oh wow! That's mean. What about the stair area? On the, what is that, the left side?
Maybe.
I probably asked this already, but pinning doesn't work on him, does it?
No.
You did ask already, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, Doug, they are all your little ducklings.
Okay, I managed to avoid his little curse wave that time.
What does curse do?
Drains
Not
your
so
health.
many things.
It drains your health. It makes the screen wobbly sometimes.
It's essentially car sickness.
Yeah.
Ugh, hate motion sickness. So I had to stop going to see my sister at her university because the winding Welsh country road, I just couldn't handle it. The Shank is North Wales is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Recommend it. Should totally go one day. Yeah, they have a temperate rainforest.
You just going to sit there? Indra asked somewhere behind his tub. Yes, I'm quite intent on having my bath. A grunt crag can't stop me, and neither can a bath in there. Grunt crag. Haunt. Grunt crag.
So, if crack is an insult, it's like crevasse, a more powerful insult.
You
No.
harass. Yes.
Okay. I got caught up in this curse thing, but for some reason the hit detection didn't get it, so I'm fine.
Lol. We should try and cheer you up, Yoa said brightly. Taliesin gave him a suspicious look. What do you have in mind?
Where is it? Oh, there. Fresh opened one eye at the sound of his cabin door being kicked open and slammed shut. What? Change your mind? Russ grumbled and moved into a sitting position. I'm not sharing. Also, you can't just barge in like that. Troy laughed as he noticed a short woman with dark skin and long side-cut hair that had entered his cabin. She was frantically tossing crates, barrels, and baskets out the door. She had just shoved the dresser against the door when a sword cut through it, making the woman shriek and back away. Get out, Cassandra roared from the other side, pulled the sword back, only to ram it through the door again, possibly hoping to hit the intruder. The woman looked over in Riss's direction, her expression changing from panic to surprise. Yeah. Interact. Good.
Should you have in mind?
I never get a chance to actually drain someone because he immediately swoops in.
There seems to be a lot of shit going on in this battle.
Yeah.
Like, too much shit. What's effect should at least be able to distract him long enough for you to, like, up your health a bit. I mean, you're constantly having to help her.
Yeah.
The very least you could do is, like, distract him long enough for you to do some self-healing. In fact, you're constantly getting hit trying to help her.
Yeah.
It's going better now.
Oh, definitely.
Do you have any... There's one of the gemstones that steals life if you put them on your weapons.
Yeah, I do have some of those. If things don't work out this time, I might use one.
Yeah. You can do it, Doug. I believe in you. Oh, come on.
Okay. Banish.
You did it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good work. I knew you could do it. Good. Proud of you, Doug. Well done.
Yay.
It's not how you make jewellery.
Oh. Clang! Clang! This is going to be a good ring. Oh.
Caledwindle, the ultimate blacksmith. Whenever he tries to make anything, it always turns out as a ring, no matter what method he uses.
What the? Oh. You know, I wonder if how things would go if everybody in the universe just went, oh, that's cute. You're continuing your lost boyfriend's work whenever Sauron showed up to do something. Will you stop saying that about my master? Ooh. Is that Numenor he's in?
No, I think this guy is one of the
Vision.
kings of Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah. Okay.
Understand. These
That
were
makes more
once great
sense.
men.
It's
They
just
could not resist a ring of power.
him standing behind some king. It really makes me think of some Numenor art I've seen.
Realize that too late.
Yeah.
But now, I've crafted a ring that is perfect. This one is pure.
Pure what, I wonder.
Austin Young, I have to say, I curse you for leaving
God,
that
she's lovely.
damn smiley in the chat.
I know, it's haunting us. It is a cursed image.
Much cursed. I don't like her lips.
They're disproportionate to her face.
Yeah, PlayStation. I didn't say anything to make you activate. Stop it.
Can you not turn these voice controls off?
No. It can't do anything because I'm talking to you. It registers when I say PlayStation. Of course, it doesn't do it now. PlayStation.
Okay, having done that Pterodordos battle, that's a good place to leave things for today. So, like and subscribe, everyone. I'll probably be back this weekend with some .hack.gu. And I'll see you then.
Yeah.